In this think tank bag, I have my favorite travel camera of about a year now. It's the highly sought after Fujifilm x100V. And I did another video where I talked about the accessories in more detail, and I'll put a link below to check out that video. But here I have a lot of extra batteries, and then I have a Moment Cine Bloom filter 10% that adds some nice haze to give sort of a vintage effect. It adds diffusion to the images. When I shoot during the day, I primarily shoot in aperture priority mode, which, because it's a manual setting here, all you got to do to enable aperture priority is make the shutter speed automatic, the ISO automatic, and then you just manually adjust the aperture to what you want. I typically want f2 because I like to shallow depth of field, but when I'm doing more street, I want to get more architecture, I might go all the way to f8. So here's the recipe that I use. So the film simulation is chrome, the grain effect is strong small, the color chrome effect is strong, the color chrome FX blue is weak, the white balance I leave to daylight because I'm usually shooting during the day. Dynamic range I leave at auto. The D range priority I turn off. The tone curve, H is at -1, S is at -2. The color is at +2. The sharpness is at -3. The noise reduction is at -4. The clarity is at 0. Long exposure is on, but I don't know what that does. The color space is sRGB, and yeah, that's the recipe that I use. Now that I showed the recipe that I basically left this camera set on, I'm gonna show a montage of photos that are completely raw. These are all of the raw JPEGs using that film simulation recipe with this whole setup here. And keep in mind the Cine Bloom filter was on the entire time as well, and that adds the diffusion look that was you can't get really from the recipe. You need a filter for that. But these are untouched. I did not touch these in post at all.